Hello there, everybody! So, Butter and I took an and finally, welcome back to Higurashi when they cry. Kai! So, good news and bad news. Good news, obviously, we're back into Higurashi. I've been missing it for quite a bit. Bad news, however, is that, the voices aren't done. However, I made a promise that I would move back to this, and voices or not, we are going to move back into Higurashi. So yes, prepare for more cringy voice acting from yours truly. Jesus fucking... I swear, I can never get used to that fucking noise. I think last time it was more of a giggle this time, but what do we got here? Okay, I need to pronounce this properly. Tsumihoroboshi. Oh, shit, I actually got it right. The First Fall. Atonement Chapter. How's your reasoning towards the truth coming along? The next tragedy is ready for you. Enjoy. This is a humorous story with a tragic struggle at the end. The difficulty is 0. You can just enjoy the clowns milling about. Okay. How's my reasoning towards the truth? I think I've got a pretty good idea. Well, kind of. If you guys want me to, I will give what my thoughts on the possible truth in the next episode. But I've been meaning to get into this, so let's just jump right in. Fucking children laughing! Stop! The first time I would try harder to avoid the inevitable tragedy. The second time I would be disgusted with the inevitable tragedy. The third time my disgust would turn into anguish. The 7th time I'd be laughing by then. Frederica Bernkostel. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons or organizations is entirely coincidental. Thank you for that. Ooh. Is it supposed to be this slow? Hold on. Let's, do some configuration here. Let's bump up the message speed a little bit. Let's lower the BGM just a little bit, and that should be good, I think. Alright. Hope you guys don't mind on that. The Higurashi have taken over the course further than the cicadas. The cry comes from a distance, echoes loudly, and then fades away. It sounds so weak and fragile. Rena's voice is just like the cry of the Higurashi. She says something, but the words fade away quickly. She sounds so fragile, and it makes me worry she might vanish into thin air just like her words. But nobody is in a hurry. Mion dusts off the hood of an abandoned car, and she sits down on it as if she wants to show she's relaxed. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and bump up the message speed again just to be... It seems to be going relatively slow, I think. Alright. Sorry. Oh. She actually looks very relaxed, as if she came here to enjoy the cool breeze of the evening or something. Satoko follows Mion and sits down on as well. But she doesn't look as relaxed as Mion. I think about following their example, but I feel rude to look away from Rena even for the short time it takes to look for a place to sit down. So, I decide to keep standing up. Rika-chan doesn't sit down either, so wait, who am I? If I'm not Rika, if I'm not Satoko, and if I'm not Mion, and I'm not Rena, that leaves only 2 options. Either A, I am Shion, or B, I am Keiji. But she isn't looking at Rena. Everybody is looking at Rena, but Rika-chan is looking at the red sky. It's hard to explain her expression. She looks pale, but at the same time she looks blank, as if all of her emotions are gone. And Rena has the same kind of expression. That or maybe I'm Satoshi. No, I don't think I'm Satoshi. She keeps trying to say something, but it seems like the words are stuck in her throat. She notices Rika-chan is looking at the sky, so she also looks at the sky. Mion follows Rena and looks at the sky. So do I. Satoko follows as well. And there is silence. It's like we're in a concert hall, filled only with the chorus of the Higurashi, a concert hall with the highest roof in the world. A nice cool breeze tickles our sweaty bodies, and it feels good. I can almost make myself believe we came here to enjoy the sunset and the cool breeze. I wish that's what we came here for. The shadows of the birds flying across the sky make this quiet concert tasteless. That's because it reminds us that time hasn't stopped. Nobody wants to pressure Rena. That's why we don't want time to pressure her either. We want to keep having the cool red sky as long as we can so Rena can calm down to talk. Right then, I hear a sound, and it brings us all back to reality. The hood Mion was sitting on made a noise when she moved across her legs. I don't know whether Mion made the noise on purpose or not, but it reminds us time has been passing by. The noise takes our attention away from the sky and we look down on the ground. The tasteless noise seems to have urged Rena to talk. Rena heaves a sigh, nods as if she swallowed something, and looks at us like she always does.
There's one thing I want to say before I say anything.
She probably said it to everybody, but since I'm standing in the middle of them and she's looking at me, I nod to her to represent our agreement.
I think I made the right effort.
Her voice isn't hoarse anymore. She sounds just like she always does.
I wonder how much effort we're allowed to make to be happy.
It sounds like a question, but nobody says anything.
That's why I like Mi-chan's club activity. The motto is to do whatever it takes to win, right? I think it's a wonderful motto. Ugh. If we were only allowed to do nice things, and if there was a limit to the effort we could make, people who aren't happy wouldn't be able to seize happiness at all. I think misfortunes are like a chain reaction. Once it starts, it's difficult to get out of it. In order to get out of the chain of misfortunes, you need more than luck or help. I think you need to make as much effort as you possibly can. You need to do your best. That's how you seize true happiness, I believe.
Rena stops talking, looks at the sky, heaves a sigh, and opens her mouth again.
But I'm not saying that I expect you to accept what I did. I know that was a very bad thing to do. You were stunned a while ago. It tells me everything.
I've never seen her laugh so self-derisively like this. Her smile looks unbelievably painful, and it gives me a sense of distance. There's nothing between us and Rena, but I feel as if she's talking through an iron grill over a fence. That's how far I feel the distance between us.
But it's okay. There's nothing we can do about it. That's how things are in this world. If I was in your position, I'd probably be stunned just like you were, and I'd make an irresponsible and merciless comment.
She's probably saying that to hit back at us. We're just putting on a mask of sympathy, enjoying looking at a clown on a stage. That's why she said that, to hit back at us. She probably expected us to say something back at her, but none of us knows what to say. Rena looks disappointed for a moment, and then she gets on top of an abandoned car. She spreads her arms wide, does a turn waving her skirt, and drops a curtsy.
Well, are you ready for a story? This is the story of Ryugu Rena's life.
There's no curtain or spotlight. She's on an abandoned car amidst the trash piles, a stage specially made for her. We try not to miss a word of what she's about to say. We believe that's at least something we can do not to hurt her feelings. Chapter 6, Tsumihoroboshi. So, we're going to learn something about Rena? Let's say it's December now, a month of winter. What would you do if you had hot, humid days with cicadas crying for a week? I'd probably go get some ice cream, or just stay inside with a fan. Would you still wear your coat and scarf? You wouldn't. Even though it's still June, it's already summer to us since we've been having hot days for a long time. So it's okay to do this kind of club activity in June. Usually everybody does what they want in PE class in my school, but today's an exception. All classmates gather in the schoolyard. Mion sees everybody gathered up and then speaks up loudly.
Hello everyone, are you all ready?
Fuck! Yeah? They raise the water guns in their hands. It's okay to use water guns in June because it's been so hot and humid. All my classmates are going to join in, so it's going to be a big water gun battle. I'm so excited. What? Why? Why?
It's so exciting to do a club activity when everybody from our class joins in. Yeah. It's going to be fun to play outside with everybody together.
Stop repeating yourself! This is so weird looking at them like this, honestly. It's legitimately fucking weird.
It's going to be fun for them, but we have to be serious because we can't lose.
I'm sorry, I see Rika and my first thought is Frederica Byrne. I can't stop. That's right, any game comes with a risk for us.
Exactly. The loser has to take a punishment. I wish you all good luck.
I'm half tempted to give Mion the Morgana voice. I'm getting so excited. Everybody listen, did you check your guns? Are your tanks full? We're all ready, Mayabara-san! We're very good at gun battles.
Tomita and his friends play water guns a lot, so they might be very good at it.
We're different men today. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun smile confidently and hold their guns skillfully. I can tell by the way they look that their skills give them confidence. It even changes the way they look. As we all know, Mion is going to be a tough enemy, but I think Satoko and Rika-chan could be too. What about you, Rena? You can move fast, but could you be their target as well? You could be their target as well, so be careful. You've been losing a lot of games lately and taking most of the punishments.
Is it that the recent games were my specialty? But Keiichi-kun, I think you've been losing a lot these days too, haven't you?
You have no idea how miserable I was when I had to go home wearing a bra and my mom saw me in it right before I was about to take it off. That is a cruel and unusual punishment. Ugh!
My last punishment was as terrible as yours. Nobody will marry me now because of the thing I had to do.
What did she have to do? Sadako laughs at us loudly while we're shuddering at the memory of the cruel punishments we had to take in the past.
You've been low on luck and spirit.
No, fuck it, you get the Morgana voice.
I know why you've been losing the games. That's because you're losers. She's right. Once you get used to losing, you just can't stop losing. Your fighting spirit fades away when you keep losing. When you can't believe in yourself, nothing goes right, even if you're doing the same thing others are doing.
You! You don't know that Rena and I took the punishments on purpose, because we wanted to spare you that fate. You should be thanking us, not calling us losers. That's too deep a voice for Keiichi now that I know what his voice sounds like.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm very sorry for not thanking you enough then.
Satoko! You just added oil to my anger.
I'll make you regret what you just said. That's the spirit, Kei-chan. Uncle Mion hopes you can at least last long enough to entertain him. Rena, you too. You'd be embarrassed if you were the first one to get shot. But I guess that's what's most likely going to happen. I think Rena-san is going down first. Be prepared. Mean-chan, Sadako-chan, you're so mean. Rena and Keiichi, you can do it. Ugh.
God, my throat is gonna freaking pain. I wish the voices were done, damn it! Where's Oishi when you need him? Mion and Satoko laugh at us as loud as they can, they then go to tease their next target. Left alone, all I can do is to stomp on the floor in anger. Damn it! I'm going to win. I can't let them laugh at me like that again.
That's right. It doesn't feel good when they talk and laugh at us like that.
It's not only how bad it feels, but it's also how they step on my pride! Damn it!
Like Michan said, it might be true that you can't stop losing once you get used to losing. That's why we have to win today, no matter what, and get even with them.
When I look at Rena, her eyes look different. She's usually funny and goofy, but I know she can have a strong determination to do things when she needs to. When Rena looks like this, she can be a tough opponent.
Today, I follow the club rules. I'm not going to go easy on them.
Oh, you sound like you're determined. It sounds cool, but also sounds as if you've been going easy on them on purpose. Rena smiles. I should say, she sneers. She's serious. She's serious about what she said. I can tell by the way she looks. I think Rena is the most sensible person among my club mates. One of the rules of our club is that we can do anything in order to win, but she's the only one who still tries to have morals in doing it. That's why we rarely have a hard time against her, except for when she snaps. So, it's rare that she says she won't go easy. Damn it. When you sneer like that, you leave me no choice. I have to be super serious about this, too.
I know I always have to fight with all I have in our club, but I believe there's a time when I have to be super serious about it. I think today is the time.
Yes! Yes! We pound our fists together. Usually when we really don't want to lose the game, one asks the other to work together. But Rena doesn't ask me that this time. It means that she's going to try to defeat everybody by herself. No, she's not going to try. She's going to do it. Fuck. Let's see, where is it? She's going to do it by herself. There we go, my bad. Rena looks really cool right now, but I'm not scared of her. She's seriously going to do it, so I have to be serious and do it too. My fighting spirit has been dented after many losses, but now it finally starts burning hot.
You look good too, Keiichi-kun. You scare me a little. You look like you're going to defeat everybody by yourself.
I know that's what you're going to do too.
That means we're going to fight against each other at the end.
We would if we defeated everybody else.
I hope you'll be the last one I have to fight against.
Yeah! We pound our fists together again!
Do you remember the rule? You have to call it honestly when you're hit. Once you're hit, you can't shoot others anymore. Even if you did in the shot hit someone else, it wouldn't count.
Mion, I'd like to confirm the definition of being hit one last time. Let us confirm the definition because Uminago confirms way too many.
When somebody shoots you with a water gun, you're hit. I'll break it down more for you, Kei-chan. You're only hit when water and a water gun hits you. In other words, you're not hit when somebody splashes you with a bucket of water. Only direct shots from a water gun count. I'm sure you're not so scared of Satoko-chan's trap attacks now, huh? Oh, I have many kinds of traps ready for you. Rena-san, you'll be my first target. I don't think so. You're not strong enough for me yet. Jesus. What did you just say? Oh, I can't believe Rena gave Satoko tit for tat. This is going to be fun. Don't you think so, Kei-chan?
I don't think so. At least not for you. Because you just have to choose which one of us is going to shoot you.
Keiji seems to be determined to win.
Mion seems to sense the serious fighting spirit in me and Rena. I can tell that she's as serious as we are, from the way she looks.
Great. I like your fighting spirit. Are you ready to start? Everybody get to your positions. The positions you picked by lot earlier. Blah.
This is way too... I was not expecting something to just be thrown into this that quickly. Everybody had to draw lots to pick a place to start the game from. It's not fun when everybody is close together at the beginning of the game. FYI, my position is behind the school building. When I drew the starting position, I thought about hiding until there was only a few people left in the game, just like I did in the last game of tag. But a defensive tactic like that doesn't interest me this time. I haven't been this excited for a long time. My legs are shaking in excitement. It's my first time to experience the tremors of excitement. I can hear Mion's countdown from a distance. 3, 2, 1. A single shot of a toy pistol echoes. How do we hear that? I start running to the school building. There have to be There have to be some underclassmen behind the school building. I usually assume somebody will take care of them, but today it's different. They stand frozen in fear when I run towards them, screaming at the top of my voice. They take a moment to make a quick decision whether to fight or run away. At that very moment, I shoot one after another. Sorry, guys. You just didn't have any luck with your starting positions. I feel bad for them because they lost the game right after it started, so I rub their heads to cheer them up. And take their water guns. That's right. That's the key factor of this game. The water you can put in a water gun isn't much. It'll be gone in a minute in a gun battle if you have 10 people around you. I abandon the gun I used to shoot them, hold one of their water guns in each hand, and check out the schoolyard. Just like I expected, there's an intensive battle in the schoolyard. In the short time it took me to take care of the area behind the school building, it seems like most of the classmates are already shot. I'm not surprised, though. I kind of knew it'd happen. You need to have a high skill of fighting in the open schoolyard. Especially when most of the club mates are in the schoolyard, it must have been like elephants against ants. What is that Mion is holding? Mion is holding a different water gun from the one she had when the game started. She's not holding a huge machine gun type water gun. Jesus Christ! The range capability, the pump action, and the amount of water it can hold are way beyond comparison. There's no limit to what kind of water guns we can use today. As long as there's a water gun, we're allowed to use any kind. Jesus! Most of us have a normal pistol-type water gun from a local toy store or similar. I would have bought a bigger one like the one Mion has if they had it there. But I couldn't because the store I went to didn't have it, and I had to order it if I wanted it. It means that Mion ordered it a long time ago for today. She's always well prepared when it comes to winning. She must have thought that we wouldn't allow her to use the big water gun if she showed it before the game started, because it wouldn't be fair. She must have hidden it somewhere so that she could use it after the game started. It looks like most of them were shot right after the game started. Only a few are still alive, and they're trying to survive as long as they can by using the heavy construction equipment as a shield. Mion mercilessly shoots at them from various angles to make them come out from behind the shield.
Stop hiding and come out!
Tamida, Kun, and God, your fucking name! Okamura are trying their best to resist her attack from behind the shield. Looks like they have no chance against her attack, but that's actually not true. They're highly experienced in water gun battles. That's why they're still alive. They survived the first few minutes of her intensive attack, even though 99% of their classmates didn't survive, and they're still surviving at this moment. But Mion is also a battle-hardened soldier. She uses the advantage of a big water tank and gradually but certainly drives them into a corner. It's a matter of time for her to break them down. We're cornered! It's not fair that she has a machine gun! All we have to do is survive till our tank level goes low. We don't stand a chance against her when she's shooting at us like this. Those are some deep-voiced children. All they can do for now is to keep moving around the shield as she gets closer to them. They want to use their advantage at having two fighters against one, but it seems like they won't get a chance to do that. If they try to attack her recklessly, one of them might get shot, and the other will have no chance of winning. So the more cautious they become for their last chance to get her, the less chances they get to attack. Of course, Mion sees through their plan. She's purposely provoking them so that they'll lose their patience and start attacking her recklessly. Mion goes around the construction equipment as they move away from her, but now she's standing with her back towards me. If I fight against her machine gun squarely, I won't stand a chance, so attacking her from behind is the only way for me to defeat her! Even though she's in a defenseless position, there's a distance between us. I'm still too far away from her. But it's still better to attack her from from behind than to take her head on. Don't hesitate to take Keiji. You won't have this chance twice. I step out from my hiding place and run as fast as I can towards her with two water guns in my hands. Instead of getting closer to her slowly and silently, I scream and run. You fool. Woo! Mion!
What? There you are, Kei-chan.
Mion seems to be stunned a little by my surprise attack, but she immediately pulls herself together. She knows the advantage of her weapon. But she doesn't shoot me yet. She holds it to lure me closer. She knows how much water she has left. If she had the same kind of water gun as me, we would have had the same range capability. So, it would have been down to our techniques to decide the winner. If she was fighting against one of her underclassmen, she could have defeated him easily. Mion immediately calculates her chance of winning against me and figures out that her only chance is to use the advantage of her water gun. She sees the eye of the tiger in me and recalculates her chance of winning in a second. I admire how fast she does those things. I run as fast as I can to shorten the distance between us. Our strength should be equal. I have 2 water guns with full tanks and she has a machine gun with a half-empty tank. We both wait for the perfect timing.
My hat's off to you for your fighting spirit. I'm not sure if I would have been a match for you if I didn't have this gun today.
I'm disappointed in you, Mion. Your calculation isn't sharp today. Did you say you thought you could beat me today? You're so wrong because you don't stand a chance. The moment we step in the range capability, Mion and I pull the triggers at the same time. Mion sets her sights squarely on me while I'm trying to shoot and run at the same time. The accuracy of her shot is obviously better than mine. My shot of water flies towards nowhere. Mion doesn't need to move to duck the shot, but Mion's shot of water makes a beautiful arc straight towards my chest. I can see the line of water coming straight at me, but I'm too unstable to duck it. That's why Mion has no doubt that she got me.
You needed more than your spirit in order to defeat me. I knew you'd be the first to go down.
I'm still disappointed in you, Mion. Your calculation just isn't good enough today.
Bull! You can't duck my shot. My shot will go through your body, and you're going to regret you chose to attack me screaming instead of coming closer quietly from my back.
Oh, God. You really disappoint me today, Mion. You could have figured it out if you'd spent one more second to think about it deeply. You could have figured out the reason why I didn't take advantage of attacking you from behind quietly, but screamed as loud as I could instead. Mion noticed my surprise attack and turned around to face me. That means she turned her back on the enemies she was fighting earlier. Her enemies heard my scream and noticed that Mion turned her back on them.
What's that?
Mion notices her back is wet and cold. She finally understands the fact that the underclassmen she was just attacking earlier showed their fangs and attacked her from behind. I block her water shot with my arm right before it hits my chest. The line of water is broken into many small droplets and splatters away.
Damn it!
I got
hit first, so my shot doesn't count.
You took too long to figure it out. Now get down, Mion. Mion covers her head and squats down. Now it's me versus Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. Their reflexes aren't so bad. They know well that I'm their next target now that Mion is gone. They don't feel sorry for attacking me right after I just saved them from their predicament, and they only see me as their next target. I respect their cruelty and how fast they can switch gears mentally. They may one day be able to join my club if they keep refining that sense in their skill. Okay, I need to think of something. Our next target is Mayabara-san. Let's get him! Okay. It's him against us two. We can get him! I can't do this fucking voice, fuck me! They're one step behind me. It's already too late. For them, Mion was their first target and I was next. But it's different for me. My first target was them from the beginning! I didn't even see Mion as my target to begin with, because I knew they'd take care of her. I was pointing my guns at them long before they moved the end of their guns from Mion to me. It seems like they noticed at the last moment that both of my guns have been pointing at them from the beginning. That means it's already too late for them. Woo! I jump over Mion and roll on the ground and land on my feet. It looks so elegant, as if I were an athlete who just finished his performance perfectly. I have a gun in each of my hands, and I shoot them right in the middle of their chests. It's so fast. How could the two of us lose against one? Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun fall on their knees in disappointment.
I can't believe you did all this, Kei-chan. I guess I'm not sharp anymore, like you said.
Mion wipes the dirt off her knees, looking frustrated. You're still sharp.
Then why did I lose?
It's easy. I twirl my guns on the tips of my fingers. That's because I have to win sometimes to maintain my status! There are only a few people left alive. It's only Rena, Satoko, and myself. Rena and Satoko are fighting fiercely. Are they evenly matched? No, Satoko's pushing. She's moving fast and driving Rena into a corner. Rena is usually gentle and slow, but today she's different. She's very serious today. Yet Satoko is still overwhelming Rena. She's a tough soldier even without her tricky traps.
Oh, do you remember you threatened me earlier? I guess you were just bluffing. You move well, but I'm still going to win.
Jesus Christ, the actual gunshots is what's freaking me out here. Sadako keeps moving around and adding pressure on Rena in order to pin her down. She keeps shooting at Rena, so her tank must be almost empty, but her water shots are still sharp and fast. I noticed a bucket near her feet, and there are many water guns in it. Ah, I see. She's been taking guns from others who are already out of the game. In this gun battle, reloading bullets, water, is more crucial than the actual shooting. The water inlets of water guns are small. To put water through it from a faucet takes time and requires a certain amount of skill. That means it's almost a suicidal action. I understand that well, so I've been taking guns from the people I defeated, but I can only hold one in each hand. Sadako uses a bucket to overcome the limit. Rena looks like she only has one water gun. I assume she had two earlier, but she must have used a lot of water during the long battle with Sadako. It looks like she's trying to save her water for a chance, but it's obvious that it's a matter of time before Sadako drives her into a tough corner with her fierce attacks. However, Rena's good as well. She pretends to be driven into a corner, but she's actually luring Sadako to a place where she has the advantage. Near the gymnasium warehouse behind the school building, there's a narrow path that has many things that could be a good shielding. What Rena needs right now is a perfect single shot. The narrow path is a perfect place for her to do that.
What's wrong? It looks like you're falling into a sluggish pace. Are you getting tired? Oh, I appreciate your concern, but I'm not tired at all. I think you should worry more about your tank than me. You haven't shot back at me for a while. Your water is gone, I guess. If you think so, why don't you show your face and stop hiding behind that shield? I'll pass. I know you've been holding your last shot. One shot is all I need. I'll be kind and shoot your forehead because I don't want to wet your clothes. Oh, I never thought I could have a battle this thrilling with you, Rena-san. But with the amount of water you have for your last shot, I don't think you have enough pressure to make that shot go far.
It seems like Satoko is right about that. Rena has just enough water to make one last shot, and the range of the shot shortened as the amount of water left in the tank dwindles. That makes the last shot the shortest and the weakest of all. Regardless of the absolutely disadvantageous situation, Rena doesn't look flustered. I can tell she has no intention to lose. She almost looks like she doesn't even see Satoko as a threat. You picked a perfect place for yourself, huh? I have to be cautious. Satoko seems to understand how dangerous Rena's last shot is going to be better than I do, since she's the one actually fighting against her. I don't play chess so much, but I believe a situation like this is called a chess problem, right? Satoko takes another gun with a full tank and shortens the distance between them slowly and carefully. A gun with a full tank doesn't only have a long range. It also has enough power to make shots accurate. If they shoot at each other in a frontal attack, Satoko has a 99% chance to win. Even so, Satoko is still afraid of Rena's last shot. Satoko shortens the distance, smiling like she has nothing to fear, but I can tell she's actually full of fear. Satoko compared the situation to a chess problem earlier, but this isn't a chess problem to be precise. A chess problem is a situation where you use some pieces to drive the opponent's king into a corner, but in this case, there's only Rena and Satoko. You can lose some of your pieces in order to drive the king into a corner in chess, but Satoko doesn't have any pieces other than herself. A king can't drive the other king into a corner alone. That's why it looks like Satoko has the absolute advantage in this situation at a first glance, but they're actually on an equal footing. Let's do this. It's not like us to wait for the bell to end this battle. You're right. Let's fight! It's strange. Ren doesn't have to do it on a dare from Satoko. What kind of plan does she have? Ren has been hiding behind the shield for a while, but she comes out without hesitation. I noticed something right away. Rena has a different gun! Satoko seems to notice it as well. I had a plan to hide here when my tank level got low, so I hid a gun in advance. Damn, she's good! By using a trap at the last moment for a come-from-behind victory, it's like she's taking Satoko's best skill from her and hitting her with it. Satoko doesn't have any advantage now that both of them are pointing their guns at each other with full tanks, but she still looks confident. What's going on? Does she have some kind of plan too? That gun you're holding right now was very important for me. What do you mean? You would have kept waiting for the last shot and wouldn't have come out of hiding if you didn't have the gun. At that moment, lightning runs through my brain and makes me understand the situation. I got it! Rena was in a disadvantaged situation earlier, but it was actually the same for Satoko because she didn't have a chance to make the shot since Rena kept hiding. Rena became cautious in order to make her last shot, and that made it difficult for Satoko to attack her. What if Rena didn't need to take the last shot from a come-from-behind victory? No, I didn't say it right. What if Rena got a new gun with a full tank? She'd stop hiding and come out to fight against Satoko.
I'm saying that I knew from the beginning that you'd run to this place in order to get that gun.
Let Satoko talk crap, Rena. You don't have to listen to her. Just shoot her right now! Rena thinks the same thing. She shoots at her without any hesitation. But she frowns in confusion for a moment. What's going on? She can't shoot? Is her water gun broken? Or did somebody break it?
Didn't you know you can easily break a water gun by putting a little bit of sand in the empty tank and pulling the trigger several times?
Oh, God.
You knew I was hiding a gun here as my last resort and you pulled a cheap trick on it, huh? I told you, you always set only one small trap at the last moment. That's the beauty of traps.
When it comes to traps, Satoko's a notch above Rena, after all. I can't believe Satoko figured out Rena's plan in advance and set a trap on it. Rena, you made a big mistake. You should have kept the old gun with you. You could have at least made the last shot. But it's too late now for her to pick it up. Rena's in a worse situation now. She can't even take the last shot.
Be prepared. You told me earlier that you'd shoot me on my forehead, right? Well, I'll be at least kind enough to take your idea and do it to you.
Satoko slowly narrowed the distance and pointed the muzzle at Rena's forehead. Rena doesn't look like she's given up. I can still see that she thinks the game is still undecided.
Satoko-chan, you're not as good as you think you are. What did you say? If you got me with your trap, it'd be your right as a winner to allow yourself to breathe and smile like you're doing right now. But you just drove me into a tough corner and haven't killed me yet. Don't you think it's a little too early for you to act like you already got me? Oh, I thought you were going to say something more scary than that. It doesn't make a difference because I'm going to get you right now. If I were you, I wouldn't keep talking and I'd just shoot right now. You know why? Because if I didn't, I'd lose. Lose? Are you talking about me? Well, I don't think you can fight against me with your jammed water gun. Do you remember the rule? You're hit when water in a water gun hits you. Huh? So what are you saying?
When I hear her saying that, I start running. My target is Rena. Satoko is already dead to me. Why? It's because she'll be shot by Rena in a second.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Rena-san. What do you think you can do with your jammed water gun? I can still fight as long as I have water in my water gun. Don't you get it yet?
Rena raises her broken water gun up high and bangs the handle part of her water gun on the wall of the school building as hard as she can. The plastic breaks easily and water flows out from it.
As long as the water in my water gun hits you, you're dead. It doesn't matter where water comes out from.
She's right. She just saved herself by thinking it through. If she was using a real gun, bullets would only come out from the end of the gun. But this is a water gun. She can make bullets water in the tank in this case. Come out from any place, not just the end of the gun.
What?
Satoko finally realizes the fact that she's standing defensively in front of Rena. Satoko's trap was successful, but she overestimated it. She should have shot Rena without hesitation before Rena noticed that her new water gun was jammed. She's going to fail because she got overconfident of her victory. A second before Satoko pulls the trigger, Rena swings her water bucket as if she's slashing Satoko with a sword. Satoko shoots water from her water gun, but it's too late. A second before it hits Rena, a blade of water hits Satoko in the face. No, I should say it cut her face.
You weren't good enough. I can't believe I lost.
Rena runs towards Satoko, who's standing in shock, and takes Satoko's water gun from her. She knows I'm her last target now, and she knows I'm running towards her. Rena! Rena starts using her mobility to duck and weave. We're evenly matched. Neither of us neglects to make any effort possible to take advantage of the situation.
I knew it'd be a one-on-one battle with you. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me.
I'm seeing you in a new light today. I didn't know you had the guts.
I'd rather like you to see me in a romantic way than in a new light.
I can try if you let me win.
No thanks.
Fuck! We circle around the construction equipment, trying to take a shot at each other. We're both sweating like crazy, but I don't feel tired. The big drops of sweat tickled me as they'd run down my body. Fast shots of water cross both of our paths. There's no advantage or disadvantage for either of us. I don't feel elated that I might win or frustrated that I might lose. I just enjoy having this battle with Rena. It's like a dance. It's a dance that I can't dance alone. This is like a dance that I can only dance with a competitive enemy.
Rena's very sharp when she's serious. It gives me a chill. Keiichi-san is good too. He's matched with Rena-san. I can't tell who's going to win.
I'm not entirely sure what voices I really should go with here. None of the observers can tell who's going to win. Neither can we. We have no idea who's going to win. We have no idea when this battle will end. I don't know why, but it's just great fun to fight against Rena like this, and I don't even care whether I win or lose. In fact, I don't even want it to end. As we attack at each other, both of our tanks empty, which shortens our range. It inevitably becomes more like a melee than a gun battle. We shoot our water guns as if we were trying to cut each other with the blades of water by swinging the gun like a sword. That actually sounds pretty cool, actually, now that I can actually picture that. We both come up with the idea to swing the gun hard to concentrate centrifugal force in order to increase the range of the attack. I dive to duck her shot. I roll on the ground and land on my feet. I duck her shot again and swing my gun like a sword. Who could have imagined that a club activity water gun battle would turn into a one-on-one close combat like this? Nobody could. Oh, you think so too, Rena?
So, you too, Keiichi-kun?
We're both breathing hard, calculating the timing to take a closer step. And then we both sneer at each other. This is so fun. I don't even want to end this.
Don't hate me if you lose.
No, I won't. I'd hate myself for ending this game, but I know I wouldn't be the one to cry in the end.
I don't know about that. Your feet are getting weak as if they're made of straw.
Shut up! Ah! Whoa. They both look so cool. Maebaru-san, go! Ryugu-san, you can get him! I become relaxed enough to enjoy the battle, and finally realized that many students are watching our one-on-one battle. I don't have any water anymore. I have to make the next shot count or I'm done for. It seems like Rena is in the same situation too. The next shot will be decisive. I wish we could fill up our tanks to do more of this.
People enjoy things more when there's a limit to it. Flowers are beautiful, especially because they wither.
I see. That's one way to look at it.
It's been fun fighting against you, but this is it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm going to end this battle.
Good luck, Keiichi-kun.
Don't cry in defeat!
Let's do this!
Hell yeah! Whoa!
Which one of them won?
The cry of the cicadas echoes in the quiet schoolyard. It sounds like the hand of the watch ticking away the seconds. Neither one of us moves. We took the last shots and now stand motionless. It looks like one of those one-on-one gun battles in Western movies. Who hit the other first? I don't know, I couldn't see it. Our classmates break the silence first. They finally realize that the beautiful and intensive one-on-one battle is over. Class rep, what is your decision? Mion realizes that she has to deliver the judgment to end this game. But she's stunned just like the others, and it takes her a while to get out of that state. Mion is taking time to deliver this judgment. In fact, Rena and I don't know who won either. My last shot flew fast and splashed on her chest sideways as if a blade cut her chest. I know that for sure. But at the same moment, Rena's shot hit my shoulder as well. Whoever shot the other first wins. But we don't know if it was me or her. That's why we stand motionless until someone delivers the judgment.
Did you see it, Rika? I can't tell.
Class rep, which one? Everybody gasps and waits for Mion's call. Rena and I kept glaring at each other. The observers are the only ones who are interested in who the winner is. To us, it's not that important. We had a great battle. We both strongly wanted to do better than the other. I believe we both want to call it a tie. I think settling for a tie is the most proper and highest evaluation for our great battle. It means that this one-on-one battle wasn't a battle to decide the winner. It seems like everybody's thinking the same way.
Me? Yeah. They can't move if you don't deliver the judgment. Ah, yeah.
Mion hates to settle for a tie because she loves to draw a line between superiors and inferiors. She tends to settle for a tie when deciding who is the loser because it's more fun to have as many people as possible for the punishment, but she's never let any game settle for a tie to decide who's the winner in the past. Mion has a special feeling towards the meaning of being number one. All the classmates hold their breaths and wait for her judgment. Please make it a tie. Everybody wishes for it in their hearts. Mion is hesitantly making the decision. Oh, sorry, hesitating to make the decision. God, I need some water. I'm starting to slur my words. She could have chosen a winner more easily if one did even a little bit better than the other. But even if one of us did a little bit better than the other, I feel like nothing fits better than settling it for a tie.
The two of you did great today.
Mion finally starts speaking.
Kei-chan and Rena, you showed a significant fighting spirit and skill today. Your instantaneous forces were so beautiful and beyond the highest evaluation I can ever give. It's very difficult for me to decide who the winner is after watching the great battle. Then you mean we have two winners? I don't like to have two winners. It's just against our club's spirit. However, they were both great, and it's very hard for me to decide who is better. So, I'm going to call it a tie for today, and they'll have another battle to decide the winner.
I expected she might settle it as a tie, but I never thought she'd make us have another battle. Mayabara-san, you were so great! You were so cool! Ryugu-san, you gave me a chill! It was like, you set our hearts on fire. These are deep-voiced children, just to let you know, because I can't do high-pitched voices because, to be quite honest, I value my throat. The classmates rush toward us and praise us for the great battle. Rena and I are finally released from the tension of the battle and drop to our knees.
Too bad. We're tied.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next battle.
Can you give me your hand?
I was going to ask you the same thing. We both smile at each other. It's the first time that we hit it off like this.
Anyway.
You're so good at it.
What do you mean? Mi-chan, you're trying to get away from the punishment, aren't you?
She was just trying to sound cool, but her main reason of her judgment was to protect herself. That's so like Mion, you know. Look, she's running away. It seems like my guess was right. It's so easy to tell. The bell rings as a sign that the class is over while we laugh at Mion. And then...
Great battle. Here, use this towel.
Rika-chan holds out a towel with a big smile, but Ren and I step back and point our water guns at her.
I was already shot many times. I told everybody I was already hit, but nobody believes me.
Rika-chan is soaking wet. Well, nobody believes her because she can be really sneaky and could be pretending that she was hit in order to stay in the game.
It's your fault that nobody believes you. Not a very sneaky girl. It's hard to believe what you say. Everybody is so mean to me. I feel lonely. I'm so lonely, like a poor kitten crying in a cardboard box because no one wants her. Yeah.
And cute mode activated. Bon. The sound comes from Reina's head. I can see a circle of smoke over her head. I guess Rena pictured Rika-chan meowing like a cat in a cardboard box.
Ah! Rika-chan, an abandoned kitten? I'm taking her out.
Oh god. Rika, run! What the fuck just happened? Rena, you just ruined all the cool things we did! Rena is back to her normal self and jumps on Rika-chan like a chameleon, capturing its prey. A chameleon? Rika-chan struggles to run away. Come on, everyone, get back to your classroom now. Oh, that was Chie, sorry. Chie-sensei claps her hands and yells at us from the window of the teacher's office. Let's go. Everyone smiles and runs back to the classroom. Ugh. My fucking throat. Well, that was a good start. We're still going, but yeah. Nope, never mind. There was no halfway point that time, huh? Huh. Well then. What a nice day. This looks different. I like my house because it has good ventilation. I don't have to rely on air conditioning to keep my cool when there's a nice breeze. I take down the futon from the windowsill, place my cushions near the open window, and enjoy the cool breeze of the evening. The calendar shows it's June of the 58th year of Showa today. It's still June, but it seems like summer skipped the rainy season and is already coming around the corner. People say it's very abnormal. Even if it's abnormal weather that only comes around once in 100 years. If it was supposed to come in the 58th year of Showa, and then it's not so much of a big deal. It's inevitable. On the other hand, the sudden evening shower on the way home from school is more unpredictable than anything else. Every day has been in perfect harmony, as if it was all carefully planned. I feel like something good is going to happen this year. How should I put this? It's like the feeling I get when I rolled a 6 on the first throw in a board game and started off with a huge lead. When it comes to a die, the more I roll it, the more the total averages out. We actually roll a die many times every day of our lives, so it's practically not a big deal to be overly happy with just one stroke of luck. If I roll a 6 on my first throw and a 1 on the next throw, the total is 7. If you believe in fate, you might say there's a higher possibility of a 1 to come up on the die. But you can never tell that what number you will roll. That's what fate is all about. You might roll a 6 again. The chance of rolling a 6 twice in a row is 1 out of 36. But if you look at each throw one by one, there's only a 1/6 chance of that miracle. The glass wind chime Satoko put up yesterday is making a cool sound. Wait, was that Rika's perspective? Since Rika and Satoko, they live together, don't they? Huh. Do I have to... Okay. Chapter 1. There. Done. Interesting, I didn't realize I had to type that out. Okay. A decent start. Kind of shorter than what I'm used to, but hey. I really need to practice my female voices, for fuck's sake. We could bring back... Oh god, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do the Monami voice. Jesus Christ, anything but that. I think I'm gonna try to keeping freaking It seems like the Giselle voice would probably be better for Rena, and the Morgana voice would probably be better for Satoko, just because it's fucking Satoko. She'd be a good little Morgana. I don't know. But anyway, if you guys like this, be sure to let me know. I've honestly just been missing Higurashi, and I just... the pain of the throat. It is so welcome to be back. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end it. So if you guys like this, be sure to let me know. I've missed you, Higurashi, and I'm glad I'm back. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, so hello there. You were probably wondering why the hell the video is still going. Well, this is kind of a bonus, you could say. I was told that after I went ahead and recorded, the first episode of Higurashi, it was requested that I react, or, check out this, opening theme. So what I'm going to do is Shit, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this properly, but I'm going to listen to it the first time, and then I'm going to give my thoughts and then analyze it. So, let's, check this out. Shit, that wasn't creepy at all. Okay, I know I told myself I was going to... fuck it. I know I was told myself I was going to analyze it, but okay, so... Judging by that, let me just go back there for a second. So, let's see here. This was back in, Onikakushi, if I remember correctly, wasn't it? No, wait, oh god, no. This is when Keiichi was giving a doll to Rena. I remember that. Well, it's showing it right now. But, this must be the moment of jealousy that Mion must have been feeling. Interesting. Okay, and here we have, you know what? I'm not even entirely sure if that's actually evil Mion. Fuck, I don't know who the hell Shio Mion is. I don't know which one. Is that a Megatama? That's the shape that kind of reminds me of like a yin yang or Megatama. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at? Is that a fucking cleaver? Satoko. And destroyed Satoko. Oh, hi Rika. Dear God! Knock, knock, Jesus Christ! Ew. Looks like a lot of recaps of what I've already seen. A lot of familiar faces I'm seeing. Whoa, hold on, hold the phone. Go back. 5:58:6. That's a date. Right? Or is that a code or something? What the excuse me? 5:58:6. No, wait, I think that's an S. So S:58:6. Summer of 58, I think? No? Wait. The summer of June, I think. I'm guessing the 6 refers to being June. 58 is the year, maybe? And I'm not entirely sure what that S could stand for. Possibly summer, maybe? I don't know. Oh, and a cicada burning. Ugh. Huh. I'm gonna go back a little bit here and try to analyze this. I remember there was a brief moment where there was like a bunch of flashing moments. Okay. Now, I remember that bit. That was, Mion slash Shion slash Mion slash Shion. I don't even know what the hell anymore. Wait. That was, Shion pretending to be Mion, which was, who was pretending to be Shion. Pretending to... Yeah, fuck me. Fuck it. That was Shion pretending to be Mion, and that was being confronted by Rika there. I remember that. A lot of flashes. This was back in Onikakushi. I remember this moment. Although I never really got to see the CG for it, though. So I'm guessing this is supposed to be the CG. Jesus Christ! Ugh. Yeah, this is because we... Gee. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna end it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am sorry for this. Bye!